See, this a cold ass city, feel like two below. I've been involving on my team with the give and go. It's really levels to this life if you didn't know. I just wanna take my people somewhere that they couldn't go. I ain't lying. They know that I'm special, I'm getting settled in. It ain't no secret, the fabrications will get you in. I maybe thought it once or twice and never did again. It's a different caliber, a nigga who ain't trying to blend. I'm coming for it, I'm just making that clear.
Welcome to Trapping In Dead, another day, another dollar peak game. It's your boy Munch. I'm here with my co-host, Janae Tate, a.k.a. Trap Babe. What's good?
Hey, what's good?
How you been? How you
I've
doing?
been good. Running like a slave, but I'm good.
No.
How are you?
Juneteenth, happy Juneteenth.
I know.
You know?
Oh, I shouldn't say slave. Freedom.
Yeah, free.
Like a freed.
Like
a
you trying to
freedman.
get free,
Like a freedman. Did you celebrate Juneteenth?
Yeah, we was here at the Black House, you know what I'm saying? A little razzle dazzle,
How was
food,
that?
drinks, little small vibe, I was like in and out of a couple of things. So I had to work, of course, then I had to come over here, then I had to go see my dog that was in the hospital. And then my little homie down the street, he had a performance. So I had to kind of like do the switcheroo, kind of go like five different places, like every 15 minutes. I'm here, see y'all, gone. Then come back over here and vibe out. So yeah, I just kicked off, ended it here, just vibing.
Okay.
What about you?
No, I didn't celebrate it. Like, I guess with an event. Like, I recognized it within my heart. But
In spirit?
in spirit, but I didn't get a chance to go out. What was I doing yesterday? This past weekend was People Matter Fest, so that tied me up, and then took me out for like a day.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, I'm sure I was working. I'm drawing a blank. I can't even remember what I did yesterday.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's how you know that's Trap Babe, man. She be on the grizzy.
Man, I got to right now, and I think this heat is like.
Yeah, that heat. Yeah,
Like
drink
global
your water.
warming is real, and I know I missed out on you. You had your
Peace in
Peace
the
in the
hood.
Hood, and you guys were talking about climate change. Like that
Yeah.
shit is real. Like
Yeah.
it's hot.
That
as
shit
fuck.
it's hot as fuck.
No,
and,
like,
and the rain, like she said, one of the things that she said was that the rain was gonna get like harder, more intense. Like we may not get a big hurricane this year, but it's gonna be way more intense. And then she was saying that because of the polar vortex, that we was gonna have an even hotter summer. And it's already like we already breaking records as far as like the heat.
Oh, I could feel it. Like I don't
Yeah.
even want to go outside. Like I'm immediately drained, and it's taking so much of my energy. I don't know if you want to or not, because I would love for our guests to join in on some of this hot topic conversation.
Yeah,
Can I? You want me to introduce them, or do you?
I
you got
mean,
it?
I try not to be biased when I introduce people, but this the homie, this the big homie, this the Central Rockets. I got more rocket folk in here, but it's kind of even because he did go to Kansas City too.
Oh, I was gonna say, what's
So,
that you really claim? Arvis?
So he played ball there. We'll give him he ride Mo and all them CC, but but at the end of the day, you feel me? My dog a rock boy. You feel me?
We'll give him that.
With that being said, you know what I'm saying? We talk about sports, man. My boy is the founder of Fanit, fanitnow.com. Fanit app, coming soon. Arvis Lawson, Big Law, as they like to say. Big Law. What's good, dog?
Yay.
Hey, man, everything's good, man. I appreciate the introduction. And I represent, but I am rock block till I die. But I love the zoo as well. I love the zoo. I got love for that black and orange. I sweated and bleeded with them boys. So, but I'm definitely 95th Street and 17th till I die.
Yeah.
I give you that. You left in 10th grade, right?
Yeah, my
And the only reason y'all won that game with Kenny is because we got in a fight that week. We were not
we
focused.
had a lot going on.
We
that
had too
week.
much going on. We was not focused on the game.
And that's why I do what I do, just to try to work on keeping our kids focused. Because they're like, boy, everything can go to shits at the drop of a dime.
At
man.
a drop of a dime, boy.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. You went to high school with me and Munch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't that-
The irony of it.
boy, life is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Life is amazing.
Miami is a bubble.
Good to see you, though, Arvis. Welcome to
um,
Trapping Ain't Dead. We've
yeah.
been talking about
Finally.
this for a couple of months now.
We have.
And
Yeah.
you know what's so crazy is it was a year ago since we linked back up because we linked at the People Matter Fest.
Yeah, it actually was.
Really?
Yeah. I seen him at the People Matter Fest. I was
And
like, oh,
yeah.
I was like, what's good? Oh, da, da, da.
And you know what? And I want to say something about that because it's like words mean everything, but actions mean a whole lot more. But when both of them add up, you just can't do nothing but have love for a person. Because when we met up at the People Matter Fest, like I had just basically came home from prison at that time, and I had the idea of fanning while I was in prison, and I just I came home and I hit the ground running, and I was actually following Munch and seeing what he had going on. And we ran into each other at the People Matters Fest. And I told him exactly what I had going on, my idea, and everything. And immediately, he lit up. Like, yo, you going to blow up.
Yeah,
This was a
'cause,
year ago.
man, both our stories on this football shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the main reasons, and me and you talk all the time, but one of the main reasons that I lit up was because it was like finally we could put that power in our hands.
Right.
I don't know if cats, the young cats still doing their own, highlight tapes, but I remember we had the VHS. We had to go in the field house.
We had to mail them out.
And you had to mail out your own tape, but you had to cut your own tape too to the DVD. So you had to press start and stop, and you had the whole game. So you had to know each play by play, and then cut it. Like it was like,
It literally took you about a month.
Yeah.
If you was trying to go through a whole season, it literally took you about a month just to try to put maybe five
games.
If you like that,
Yeah.
a 5-minute highlight together.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Took you about a month to do. It was crazy. So I really just wanted to take advantage of that situation and give them something even more simpler, just to brand themselves, and that's the whole thing. And I know a lot of people, they hear the word "fanning," and I really want to give the breakdown to it. So
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, like, what is fanning, and let us know, like, what it means and what do you do with the platform.
Okay, so fanning is family and neighbors improving talent. That's what it stands for.
I didn't know it was an acronym.
Oh,
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, that's what it is. And talent can range from it's not just football, it's not just athletics. Like it can be what you guys are doing right now. It's just about us empowering one another just to be stronger within our community. Because we have so much talent, so it's not even funny, but a lot of times if you don't home that talent, if you don't push that talent, if you don't encourage that talent, it'll go to waste. Because people need hope. People need to be patted on the back at the end of the day, because it's, as you guys know, every day it's a different type of day, and every day it gets a bit harder. You know what I mean? It can wear on you. But, when you get that little beacon of hope, when somebody randomly or even somebody that just sees you from a distance, they come up to you and they be like, hey, yo, I love what you're doing. Man, that's worth $1 million right there.
Yeah.
Like that really pours into your system and gets you going. Like every day I wake up, I don't have down days because I deal with the youth all the time, and I mean they the most lovingest people ever. Grown people give me more problems than anything.
That's the truth.
Speaking of grown people, did you catch the brawl that happened with the white folk at the baseball game?
I did not.
Yeah,
I did not. I kind of honestly I do my best to refrain from negativity, no matter what race it is. I just do my best to refrain from negativity because a lot of that stuff can hop on you and it can go left.
Yeah.
So, and then my whole thing is just teaching the kids about, not just the kids, about everybody, about just positive vibes. Because the more positive vibes you have, the more you can get accomplished.
Yeah.
Even if something is bothering you. Janae contested this one time when we first got together. We literally sat out in the parking lot for maybe 2 hours?
Yeah.
Talking about just positive things, because negative things can jump on you and woof.
Yeah.
Whether it be family, friends, people you don't know.
Yeah.
It's enough negativity going around. So you gotta I do my best just to keep all the positive stuff I did enough negative shit in my life.
Yeah.
And been through enough negative shit
So you
in
be
my
like,
life.
man, keep that away from me, man.
Yeah,
I don't want no pause.
I had enough.
Yeah.
You know, and I just want people to have enough.
Yeah.
Because when is enough gonna be enough?
No, the only reason I brought it up was the talk about, like, sometimes we talk about parents.
Right.
And then parents get too involved sometimes, or just the aspect of that. And how do you deal with those parents? Trying to get because it's a thin line. You trying to because some people gonna feel like you exploiting their child. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't run into that again because how positive I am, man. And people tend to see the positive in me. So they know it's no ill malice. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of people out here exploiting. I'm not going to drop any names, but they only just care about their ratings, or they only care about money. Like, I don't get paid for what I do for the kids. The kids don't pay me anything. I literally do it genuinely out of the kindness of my heart. I make money through Fanet, but it's not through the kids per se. You know what I mean? So with that being said, the parents pretty much respect me because I don't ask them for anything. And because I don't ask them for anything, and everything I do is, hey, can you come here? And if I have the time is the price that I pay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I value time more than anything else in the world. So when people ask me to do something, I do my best to make it to their events because I want the kids to be great. You know what I mean? Like, I literally, genuinely, I wish I would have had somebody like myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I just left Booker T, man. Them kids love me out there.
Yeah.
I go to Central, them kids love me out there. So I don't have a problem with parents or coaches or anybody because grown people don't run nothing.
Yeah.
We work for kids.
You got a good point.
Like we work. If the kids say, hey, Mom, I want some pair of Jordans,
they gonna slide.
Parents do everything in they power to make a way. Like, I just seen Zion Williamson. He just got drafted in the first round. Congratulations to him. But he was holding back his tears for the simple fact he reflected back on all the sacrifices that his mother made for him.
Yeah.
And then that's what happens when you have a child.
Yeah.
You have to make those sacrifices.
Yeah.
You have to go above and beyond. And it may seem like they don't pay attention, but they really do.
Yeah. They see everything.
Yeah, they see everything, man. They
going to keep it blood raw.
Those are the purest people, man.
Yeah.
You got to let them be who they are. And I think that's the connection that I have with the kids is I let them be them. I call all of them little bros.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So they don't see me as an authority figure, so they're able to let down their hair and be themselves. Like, I don't want to be hovering. Hey, don't do this. Hey, be who you are. Now, if I do see something that may harm you, I can tell you about it, and you'll respect it because you know I'm coming from a good place.
Yeah, yeah.
Rather it be on their social media, rather it be in person. Yeah. They respect everything.
Yeah, I see a lot of times, like, you'll post their videos or they'll send you videos
all the
to post.
Time.
You know what I'm saying? So just to give people an idea of what Fanet is all about, what are some of the things that that you have coming up, or that what are the core activities of Fanet?
So, man, life's so funny because you can start off one way. Yeah. But
so how did it start off? We'll start there.
It started off, I thought I was gonna create the app first.
Yeah.
And the app is still on its way, but that's what my main focus was because I didn't know any better. I'm gonna just say that part. And I went to Black Tech Week in Atlanta, and when I got up there, it was a bunch of people being who they are. You know what I mean? And I ended up going to Georgia Tech. They got one of the best technical programs in the country. Yeah. So I met with the head director over there, and he gave me everything I needed. I'm talking about he ripped me apart. Yeah. And then that's a lot of things that we need to do. We have to be able to accept constructive criticism. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he told me to stop focusing on the app and focus on the people. Yeah. And when you focus on the people, you'll get a better understanding of what it is that you need to be doing. Yeah. And at first I'm like, God damn, I put 30,000 into this, and you like blow it up. Yeah. Can you imagine somebody telling you blow something up?
30 racks.
I just came home from prison. You telling me
blow 30 racks, like.
So like if you can go back in the archives and you can see what Fannie used to look like into what it looks like now.
Uh-huh.
And that's all because constructive criticism. He
Yeah.
taught me about the marketing part of it all. He taught me about the people engagement part. He taught me about the affection of it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And once I started understanding that, a lot of doors and opportunities started opening up. You know what I mean? Like I started.
You did a kickball tournament this past week.
Yeah, I just did. I started connecting with so many people, such as you guys,
Yeah.
along with Valencia and other organizations. I was with Sharon.
Sharon Love, Jenny.
Yeah, Jenny, man, amazing woman,
Shout out
man.
to Radical Partners, cohort 2.
Yes, I was with her. She asked me to do a kickball tournament with the homeless to help the homeless. We was out there giving hygiene products, giving showers, and she like, I would love it if you could host a kickball game. I'm like, anything for you, because she's one of those people that gives me $1 million.
Yeah.
And that's that energy, that positive energy.
Yeah.
Like I can call her in the middle of the night and she's gonna
Pick up the phone. She gonna talk to you.
you know what I mean? She gonna give me that conversation. She gonna genuinely give me a pure conversation. Rather I'm wrong or right and in between, she just gonna point me in the right direction.
Yeah.
And that's what you need.
Yeah.
So at a drop of a dime, man, we went. It rained for a while. I mean, we stuck it out. It rained for like the first hour.
Yeah.
But once it cleared up, man, I don't know what type of grass that was, but the grass dried up in a heartbeat. And we got it popping. The parents, the volunteers, the homeless, like everyone had a great time. We had an ice cream truck out there because it did get extremely hot.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was dope, man. It was dope. It was real dope.
So talk about some of the because I'm a little biased because we done worked on this thing for some time now. So talk about like the experiences when you have to go out. Like I see you was at Booker T. You was at Cent. So what all goes down when you doing that? And then I'll get into the
okay. Like it's funny, right? Because like when you walk into a situation, like I go into every situation with an open mind. I don't have expectations because when you have expectations and they don't go as planned, it can ruin your day.
Yeah.
So it was funny because when I first started going out to the schools, like I had no credentials. You know what I mean? I literally was going out there just the purity of my heart. When I was going out to the games, it was no credentials.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was taking the pictures and giving them to the kids, not selling them to the kids.
Yeah.
Giving them to the kids, getting them to the coaches. I just wanted to get the kids out there. Shout out to Pastor Payton, man. This kid gonna be phenomenal. Miami High, class of 2021, defensive end. He got offers from UM, Tennessee, Georgia, FIU. Like this kid, before I posted him, nobody knew who he was.
Yeah.
I knew I had an instinct like this kid. He was playing safety and outside linebacker. I tell you two things. He could run and he could hit.
You know?
And on top of that, he was 6'5", 210 pounds.
What?
Why don't you have any offers? So I wrote about him. I wrote about him, and I just talked about the experience of me seeing him. And directly after that, maybe like a few days later, offers flew in from, and which is deserving because when he put on the tape, you can see he do all these things that we talking about.
Yeah.
But and that's what I want to do. I got another kid at Edison, the same thing. I just want the kids to get a shot, man, opportunity to be seen. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like the other people that just go to the big schools.
Yeah.
Like ain't nobody was going out to Edison.
Yeah.
They think, oh, they ain't got nothing.
They were focusing on the storyline.
That's it. You know what I mean? They want to go like I love my school. I love Central. I love the West. I love Carol City. You know, those are the powerhouses. By the end of the time, at the end of the day, it's players everywhere.
Yeah.
Whether it be Coral Gables, South Day, Columbus, it don't matter, man.
I was gonna say, man, I'm excited to catch some of that down south action.
Yeah, man.
When football season come, because that's a whole nother world between Homestead and Southridge.
My guy Rod is down there at Killian now.
Shout out to Rod.
Shout out to Rod.
Another rock boy.
Right now. I'll be down there to go holla at Rod. They got Frank Gore Jr. down there, real great kid, man. It's just talent. We live in Florida. Like we are the football mecca.
It literally is.
You know what I mean? Like, no matter what, I just did a kid from Gabi. Like, BJ Poole up there, Coach Poole up there. You know what I mean? So we're expanding. We spread like wildfire. I go to Georgia.
And you don't just cover football.
Nope. Basketball.
I seen you.
Soccer.
The one me and you did was track.
Yep.
We went to MGX.
Yep.
With Coach D. That's Miami Gardens Express for people who don't know.
Yeah.
And we shot the track meet out there.
And those kids, man. You remember?
Yeah, I remember, man, dog. No bullshit, right? So I'm out walking, and well, basically I'm following him like with the camera, but we just got there, like literally just got there. Soon as he get there, yo, that's Fanet. Like the parent, like the kids is telling the parents, yo, that's Fanet, and then it's like you can see them all walking, trying to get to him.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It's like, hey, you gonna catch me today? And then it's and the reward, and the only thing you got to do is perform well. You know what I'm saying? And you can see like they literally live for like to get interviewed. And then I had some of the kids, they wanted to take pictures, so of course we let them take pictures and whatnot. And it was a beautiful thing,
when
man.
Saying taking pictures, we gave them the camera.
We gave them the camera.
Taking pictures of each other using our cameras, because again, sports is just the foundation of life, right? We just want them to be great people in life. Like it goes far. Fanet goes far beyond sports, and that's the difference between me and a lot of the people. Like I'm at a lot of sports events because that's how you have to capture their attention first. Mm-hmm. And once I capture your attention, then I can do whatever else I need to do with you. I can point you in the right direction. I can show you the ropes. I can teach you through sports about hard work, dedication, and what you're able to see because I'm speaking your language. Yeah. And that's what we have to be able to do. We have to be able to speak their language. Right now, we only know what we know, and that's not really our fault. You know what I mean? Because the people before us only knew what they know. And a lot of time we think that our only way out is through sports. I thought that was going to be my way out. You know what I mean? Like, I literally thought that, hey, man, I was going to make it to the NFL. I had all the talent in the world, but I didn't have the time, energy, or dedication that I needed. But all that just because I didn't make it in sports doesn't make me a nobody. Now I just have to get back on track. So that's why I want to grab the kids early to teach them that now that they can see us behind the microphone. They can see us behind the camera. They can see us doing the things that other people do. So they'll be familiar with the situation. It won't be such a surprise.
Back in the day it was, if I don't make it to the league, I want to be like in sports management.
Right.
Now it's like it's other ways to get involved. Like when I look at Theo.
Yeah.
With Theo Vision, like Theo's a photographer. He goes with everybody. Yeah. Like OBJ, you name Von Miller, the top players in the league. He taking pictures of them. I look at my boy Everton Allen, also one of my designers or whatever. He got the 305 brand, but before he was doing the 305 brand, he was working. He played ball for Crop, but he ended up leaving UF. During that era,
right,
and going and playing with what he ended up doing. He ended up doing the Dolphins logo,
right.
You get what I'm saying?
Come on,
so
man.
it's different. I mean, different ways in it.
Man, we could carry on and on. Like even Eric Wooden at the Cool right here.
Yeah. Talk about Eric.
Yeah. Like these are athletes.
Yeah.
That like all you have to really do is transition your athletic ability. Into something else and focus that energy there. Because that's the main thing. That's the key thing is focus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They generally say that athletes make like really good like business people, or they do really well professionally because they're competitive.
Right.
So I think the kids should understand that like these skills translate to different parts of their life.
Absolutely.
And I mean, all of us here, are former athletes. Like myself, I'm super competitive.
Right.
And literally everything I do is in track terms. Like and mentally in my mind. So I'm like, oh, this is the last leg of the race.
Right.
Yep. Oh, I got 100 more meters until I finish this. And I'm talking about papers that I'm writing or articles or anything that I'm doing. Everything is in those terms. And that's like what's helped me as an adult professionally. Even when I was competing in pageants, like I took those track terminologies and those principles that I learned to, compete and be the best person that I can. I think it's really cool, like what you're doing. But what I want to learn more about is it a media outlet or are you professional services as far as like videography and photography? So what is Fanet in that regard?
Walmart.
That does not answer my question, sir.
So let me tell you why I say, like, everybody knows this. I call it Walmart because when you go to Walmart, you can pretty much get everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
So define what your services are, what like the structure is of your company.
Okay.
So do I come to you for an interview, or do I come for you to get
You-
my child's
Walmart
game covered?
You
Or
can
is it both?
It's everything you're looking for. It's documentaries, it's interviews, it's videography, it's photos. It's no ceiling. Like whatever you need,
To
we
get
can provide.
your child
Like,
So do you house the interviews on your site or your
Yes.
website? So
Yeah.
so you publish those interviews?
Yes,
So
I-
that's for your own content that you create, like your original content.
right.
Okay, and then if they want to have you film them or take photos of them, then you can provide those services as well.
Right.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then you're also dabbling now into event production because
Yeah.
you have Fan Day coming. Okay,
Walmart.
Walmart.
I mean, I think that's just the model of what business is, especially for media.
Today, yeah.
Like it's content production,
Yeah.
it's professional services, and it's an event. So you're doing it right.
Thank you. Like, and that's just the universe just pointing you in the right direction.
Mhm.
Like, like I learned to just not, and that's why I keep saying Walmart. And you gonna hear me say it a lot down the line because, I mean, I think that's, and why I say Walmart because I'm looking to have my kids inside the top 100. When you go in the top 100, you see Walmart family name all up and through there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You mean your own kids?
Yeah, I want to see Lawson. Like I want to build. What I'm doing is building generational wealth for them. Like I'm putting them through. Like you'll see my son with me a lot. We call him the backpack kid.
He plays sports.
Yeah, he plays sports, but he loved this side of it all.
Oh wow.
And I let him do that. Like he helped. My son taught me how to edit.
Edit videos, yeah.
I told
You
Munch
told me
this.
that.
Like my son, I didn't know how to edit. My son taught me, and that's the thing. That's why I tell
Wow.
grown people don't do nothing. The kids are more into everything that you need in this time because this is their era.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're just living in it.
Yep.
Our time has passed. So if you really want to learn something, you got to go back. You don't have to dumb it down because they smarter than us, because they have more to dibble and dab
technology,
with.
yeah.
It's just like when we were coming up, our mama and them ain't know how to fix VCRs or put the tape in or press play, none of that, because that
Yeah.
wasn't their time. That was our time.
Yeah.
So it's just a repetitive cycle. We just got to learn how to go back and ask questions. Don't just treat them like they're dummies.
Mm-hmm.
Like my 5-year-old daughter, man, she could work. She didn't know how to work the iPad since she was 1 year old, probably younger than that. She speaks Spanish.
Wow.
And you know why she speaks Spanish?
The
Because
iPad.
YouTube. She listens to like the Frozen songs in English and Spanish, and she can sing the whole song in Spanish.
What? Why did she start singing it in Spanish? I'm just interested.
She just
She
'cause
found it in Spanish
she
and
found-
just kept playing.
and just kept playing. She speaks the Latin song, like whatever, and that's the crazy thing about it. Whatever she sees, she goes and finds on YouTube. And so clearly she know how to spell.
I'm trying to figure out how they find that stuff.
Yeah, like something's
Yeah,
going on.
that'd be the thing with me
That'd
is
be-
how do they find it? One of the things that I was impressed with is how, especially when we did the Coach D situation with MGX, was
Shout out to Coach D.
yeah, shout out to Coach D, was that we were changing the narrative, and we talk about that a lot on Trapping Ain't Dead with Smoke. So there was a kid,
Tyrese Cooper.
Tyrese Cooper, streets know him as Smoke, and he's an awesome track star, right? Like on his way, and I hadn't heard nothing. My first time knowing who this kid was on the news because he had got in some trouble.
Yeah.
But they was like, oh, he has all these offers, and I think he was just a sophomore when
Yeah.
that happened, right? I got a chance, my first reintroduction back or hearing anything about this kid since that situation, and I was like, man, and when I remember when it first happened, I was like, I hope that this kid can get on the right track. He got 2 years to get on the right track, and he still bounced back, because somebody I think about is Antoine Easterlin,
Right.
in that situation. But he was able to get back, and by you interviewing him, I seen a different side of Smoke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you interviewed him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got a chance to interview him, right? And it was a different side of Smoke. I didn't know all these different things. He got these offers from Oregon. He got this. And this is a kid that, everybody was counting him out 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because he made a simple mistake, but that was one mistake. And he even talked about having, wanting to leave because he didn't want to fall into the trap of getting in trouble. So it was showing a different side. And then I know you sat down with a family recently.
Yeah, the Mullen family. So shout out to the Mullen. So the situation with the Mullen family. So a lot of stuff I really don't show. I speak at a lot of schools. I speak at a lot of practices to the kids. Like, unless the school or someone posts, I really don't post that because I do it genuinely from the heart. And I went. Coach Cox, man, he invited me to speak to his team and actually come watch his team. I took pictures of the team at Cypress Creek, and I spoke to the team. And one thing they love who I am. All I know how to be is me. Mm-hmm. So I kept it real with him. I let him know about my story. I gave him my story. I told and the funny thing about it was the goal is to make your mama cry, but make her cry tears of joy. Yeah. Not to make her cry because you dead or you locked up in jail. Mm-hmm. And this is what I spoke to them about. And right after that, it was 2 kids, which was the Mullen brothers. I didn't know who they were, but they wanted me to talk to them. So we was just talking. We talked for like another hour. So I asked the kid, I'm like, yo, man, hey, man, I don't want to hold you up, man. You got to leave, I understand. The kid looked at me dead in my face and say, I got time. I said, boy, you special. I knew then you were special. So we spoke about this. Prior to that, I didn't know they had another brother. Their older brother played for Clemson. Trayvon Mullen. He got drafted to the Oakland Raiders in the 2nd round. So one thing about the kids, like I have real relationship with the kids. Like you can go on my social media feed, you'll see me talking to them, liking, adding, everything. Like I have real relationship with the kid. Like I'm their big brothers. And I'm following them. And when I'm following them, something special happened. On that Saturday, when the brother was down, their mom is the Miss Creature, well, Creature the best, boy. She one of them hood, solid, true, pure-blooded, loving mothers. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And they was pulling up. He had just bought her a car, but she didn't know. So they was pulling up in the car. She came up to you know how mamas do. But let me get some money. Mm-hmm. So he go in his pocket, give her a couple dollars. Then he gave her some keys. So she like, what you doing? She like, man, that's you. So she like, bitch, bitch. Like she couldn't contain herself, like. Mm-hmm. And she crying, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, that's it right there. That's it. That's the moment. Automatically, I shot him a DM like, yo, we got to talk about this. You know what I mean? Because
I saw that video.
I know what you're talking about. I need the world to see this. I need the world to see this. I need the world to see because the mama and the father aren't together, mm-hmm. Relationship-wise, but they stick together for those kids. They co-parent great. And you can see it because why? I got one in the NFL, one headed to the NFL, one headed to college behind him. And that takes teamwork. Yeah. And a lot of times in our community, we get in our own way because our own feelings and we forget about the kids. Yeah. You know what I mean? Stop, like, we're so selfish at times. Stop being selfish because the relationship ain't working out and just move on. Yeah. You move on and you continue to build. Because if you continue to build, something greater come out of it. Because the kids see the hard work that y'all put in. And as you can see, if you go to fanny.com and you'll pull up fantastic stories and go look at the Mullen story and you'll see, you can just hear them talking. You can hear the love that's coming through the microphone. You can hear the love coming through the screen. It's what we need. And because we have so many great things coming through our community outside of all the killing and everything that they like to show. It's some great people. Yeah. We are fantastic, phenomenal people. As you can see, I use a lot of
fantastic, phenomenal.
Yeah. It's
so What are you hoping to do with this platform? Like, do you really feel like sports can change like what we see in our community as far as like gang violence and gun violence or whatever, and just the negativity that are in the Black communities? Like, what are you hoping that Fanic can do with sports to bring change?
So one thing I know it does is it brings people together. You could just tell by the games, right? And one thing I love about what's going on now is that, just say for instance, because I played football and I was a part of a gang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just I
Miami
play
niggas
Optimus.
don't have no games. We don't do no games. We got clicks. Man.
Yeah,
don't
we
do
got
no-
clicks.
Nah, I'm
You know,
messing around.
yeah. We got real talk though.
Somebody gonna say, but on your podcast, much somebody said they was in the gang, and I'm be like, come on, man.
Yeah, we got hoods, and in my hood we started us. We were right. We weren't in the gang. We
Your
created a
homeboys,
family.
Yeah, family.
A
clicked
very
up.
violent family, but we created a family.
Mm-hmm.
A brotherhood, you know what I mean? And we was young and dumb, full of cum. You know how that go. You don't know no better. We trying to figure it out. Again, because the people that was for us ain't teach us nothing. So we
Yeah.
teaching ourselves. And, but if, like, I grew up in Brown Sub and Robin Hood. And if you know anything about Brown Sub and Robin Hood, they really ain't get along.
Yep.
But because I was from those two different hoods, I stopped a lot of murders. I was able to stop a lot of murders because if I played with a person and they knew, they was like,
Yeah.
hey, bro, holla
Yeah.
at your homeboy. Your dog tripping.
Yeah.
So I was able to go holla at my homeboy. And a lot of time it'd be a whole lot of nothing.
Nothing.
Like people just don't know how to deal with their
Shit.
emotions.
I remember it was beef in fucking locker rooms, man.
Yeah.
Stupid shit that would happen in the schoolhouse.
But you're more prone to not react because you play
Because of
with
that,
them.
yeah.
You play with a person.
yeah.
Or you play against a person.
Yeah.
Because it's some type of way it's somebody else on the other team could get a message over to that guy, and then we could figure out somehow, some way to squash it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what sports does. It brings people like
It was a rites of passage for me. I know, like, I tell everybody, like, how you know everybody much? How you cool with this person, cool with that person? I say, look, man, I played ball at Hadley and at Central. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like playing ball at Liberty City Warriors, you knew everybody.
absolutely right.
And then when I went to Central, it was just like, that rites of passage, like, all right, he playing ball, and then like, if it was like any beef between the West, Cent, or any type of like hood beef
Right.
that was going on, we literally were the ones that was in the middle, like, hey man, y'all boys try to calm that down.
I'm
know
gonna
what
give
saying?
I'm gonna give you a story, and I know Janae, you probably can remember this. So when I was at Carrot City, my 10th grade year, when I was at Carrot City, we got into it with Norland. You remember that? We beat on Norland them so what? Let me go. Give you
A fight?
the big brawl. So what happened was I always stayed in the city. I never stayed in Carrot City a day in my life. But
Oh, you want to make that clear?
yeah, I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
want to
that's
throw that
it,
out there
yeah.
because they always.
Do that.
I just want to throw that out there. My homeboy done from Carrot City. I got a lot of homeboys in Carrot City, but I stayed in Edison Projects at the time. I used to catch the bus to Carrot City. Me and Scro, God bless it, said Christopher Struthers.
I was just about to say that.
I stayed with him, and when my girlfriend, a baby mother
at the time.
at the time, stayed in 47 apartments. So I used to
Okay.
have to catch the bus leaving. I used to always go to her house after school. Then I catch the bus home. So for whatever reason, remember that's when they first started making us wear ID badges.
Mm-hmm.
And Norland had just one state.
Oh,
Norland had just
Okay.
one state. They beat us, and then they beat the West to go to state and win.
Yeah, yeah.
So they was feeling themselves. So as I was on the way to the catch the bus home, I was over there by Cloverleaf. Man, I got a lot of homeboys
Yeah.
that's from Cloverleaf area too. But these
Uptown.
cats don't know me, so I guess they seen the Carrot City badge and they thought I was pussy. I had to show them differently. So even though I had to show them differently, it was disrespect because remember, people respect you for who you are.
Yeah.
And before I could even get back to school that Monday, it was like 70 people. Like, hey, boy, we gonna deal with that, boy. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what? Like,
so you got into a fight in
At
Cloverleaf?
Cloverleaf.
yeah, well, it was across the street from Cloverleaf. I got into the fight. They tried to jump me. I got the best of them. They were trying to get the best of me. This lady pulled up. I had to get up out of there. I got up out of there. I got home. When I got home, Chris was like, dang, what's good? So I told Chris the story. I called my baby mama, told her the story. Her brothers, them, the samples, they could contest to this. So but I get to the school that morning, everybody mad. We done already lost to them to go to state, and we was better than them, but it was just their time. And now y'all trying to fight us too? Mind you, they got night school at our school.
They did.
So they mad, like we mad. So we ended up getting into it with Norland. We destroyed them or what have you. I'm talking about at night school, we destroyed them. Being younger than we destroyed them. But it started carrying on. And the thing that I want to talk about is that, so a lot of the girls used to date the boys at Norland.
Yeah.
So, it became more than football. Mm-hmm. And they was like, oh, Norland say they coming out here because So what I told them is, because I have friends that play for Norland, all right, I don't care. We can smash Norland up all we want to. But don't mess with Willie Pope. Don't mess with. I just went to naming out the list of people not to mess with. You know what I mean? Because those are my homeboys. I play ball. I know what type of individual they is. I know they ain't got nothing to deal with it. Yeah. And they called me, and they was like, Lord, chill, we going to deal with that. In which they did. So that's the type of bond that you have when it comes to sports. Mm-hmm. That brotherhood can't be really, it can't be broken. Yeah. It can be formed and grow, but it can't really be broken. Like, you see when the kid just passed away, man. Josh, man.
Oh,
yeah, that broke a lot of people's hearts. You know what I mean? Like, that's a brotherhood that can't be broken because you played either with him or against him. It affects you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my kids a few of my kids that I taught, one of them was like the part of the family, and another one was just one of my students who basically both of them are at the Coach Art Center right now. And one of them play ball for Central. And I was just like, what you doing here? But you could tell everybody came, including the other ones.
Yeah.
Including the gangsters. They was there.
Everybody. And
everybody was
and it's
there.
Not going to be any pressure because, again, that's a brother. That sports will stop everything. Yeah. When 9/11 came, you know what brought people together? Sports.
True. It was a football game. Wasn't
you understand me?
It was,
Sports. Sports make you forget about a lot of things that's going on. That's the way, because I went through a whole lot of my life.
Pass time.
You know what I mean? Like, I went through a lot. That was my safe haven. When I put on that helmet, I forgot about everything.
Yeah. That was my anger management. That was my therapy.
Exactly. That was my therapy.
I was a crash test dummy.
That was but that's a lot, man. It's so many great kids, man, out here. So it's not even funny. Like, and they just want to be loved.
Yeah.
And when I meet them, whether it be basketball, soccer, like I got like after the kickball contest, I mingled with one of the kids. The mom called me and was like, "Hey, can you host the kickball tournament for me?" Which I do tomorrow. I said, "Of course, without a doubt, of course I'll do it for you." She's like, "My son really wants you to." That's it, and this is for his birthday.
Dope.
You know what I mean? Dope, bro. Like this, so this is the type of stuff that be happening.
Yeah.
So I'm just grateful, man. Like, Fannin is forever.
So where you see Fannin going? We'll just put a year from now, 2 years. Well, 1 to 3. What
1 to 3
we can look forward to.
I see us in the next year. I see us in all. How many states it is? 51. I don't know. You know they keep. Now. It's 52 now.
Puerto Rico and Hawaii.
They always take it and remove it. Well, I see us in every state.
I mean, y'all already what in the South region?
We got the South region. We have Georgia. We have Virginia. We have Carolina. We have Texas.
So y'all more Southeast more than anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And we're climbing because what happens is, man, the kids they when they go off to college and everything, they are still in tune with them. So they start telling the people around the area. Like I went from 0 followers literally in less than a year. So I think we had it to like 1,900 pure followers.
I thought you was finna say like 1.2 something.
Not yet.
You know, but I know you up there.
Yeah, I'm up there because these are
the little ones.
These are people that who engage.
Yeah.
On a regular basis.
Yeah.
Like you know, it's set as a business page. So every day it's probably like That's what we gotta do. I don't know why people just rather watch, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But we have like 9,000 followers, or 9,000 views on the page every day.
Yeah, I see your numbers.
I just need them to hit the follow button though.
Good engagement.
Yeah, right. My insight it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's really crazy. But it's not me, it's them. I just want to take that. It's not me, it's them.
They be taking off. The kids.
Man, them kids amazing, man.
They get to sharing it, posting it going every side.
Kids amazing, man.
So what's happening on for Fanet Day?
July 13th from 10 to 2. Please, please, please come out and enjoy your day. I'm not asking for anything but for you guys to invest some time to have everything given to you from the bottom of our hearts.
So what's all happening?
So I partnered up with the City of Miami PAL and Coach's Closet. Shout out to Vernon.
Police Athletic League. Right?
Police Athletic League. City of Miami, some of the most amazing people in the world, because here it is, I'm an ex-felon. They let me in. They let me in their building, and they entrusted me with their kids and with the community because they know I was real about it.
Yeah.
I stepped in them with a street mentality like, yo, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
What can y'all do? And it's been Coach Moist, man. Coach Moist. Coach Ballhead from the track club. Such an amazing guy. He believed in me from the jump, and he took me into his superiors. We did a ride along.
Yeah.
I went into the schools, and man, it's just been great. I was invited to the back gala ball. Me.
Black and white gala?
Yeah.
Okay, with Generational Cure.
Yeah. What it's called? I always get the word in wrong. The Benedict, the benevolent.
Police Benevolent Association.
Yeah, benevolent.
Yeah. So you was with PBA. Oh, you in there with the big dog.
Yeah, they rock with me, man. Like I got. Can you believe? Like I maybe
ex-felon was with PBA,
and I have like maybe over 10 police officers number I could call right now that's gonna pick up the phone.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're great individuals and they see you for who you are.
Yeah.
And then that's what I want our community to understand. Everybody ain't bad. You know what I mean? That's just like us. Some of us are bad. A lot of us aren't. Same thing with the police officers.
Most of us aren't.
Are
Yes.
we just want to make it at the end of the day. We want to live to see the next day and make something for our family. And when I use the word family are the people who we create, not your relatives. All right?
Preach.
You know what I mean? Like I have a huge family now because of Fanet. Like relatives are people that you share the same bloodline with.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them might not believe in you. Man,
Yeah.
y'all wouldn't believe, man. A lot of people didn't believe in what I was saying. They thought I was crazy. And that's the God's honest truth. But
I'm
it's
sorry. You can't say that because the first person I seen posted your shit was T-Ro. I'm fucking with you.
See, but that's my family. I created that.
Yeah.
You know, that's not my blood brother, but that's my brother.
Yeah. Ever since I known y'all, I've always been
that's my brother. His family took me in, bro. Yeah. Like that's the first family I ever had that never put me out.
Yeah.
And that's my mother, Sharon Rollins and Gary. That's my mother and my father.
Because I always,
family is what you create.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, it is.
It made sense. That makes sense now.
Because
we always, like, even when we trained down the line, it was always you, Mo, and Terrence.
That's my brother, bro.
So you never could separate y'all two. Like, even, like, nobody would have been like, oh, nah, they ain't related.
Yeah, man, that's my guys, man. Like, when I say that's my guy, man. I believe in everything that he does, and he definitely believes in everything that I do. You know, like, he came and visited me. I want kids and everybody to understand is, like, friends and homeboys and homegirls are two different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A homegirl, a homeboy is somebody that just roots you on right, wrong, and in between.
Yeah.
Family and friends, the word friend is somebody that's going to support the positive and tell you when you're doing something negative. Mm-hmm. They're going to tell you when you're doing wrong. So if you got people that's around you just like, yeah, we going to do that shit, that's not your friend. Mm-hmm. Because I don't want to see no harm come to my friend because that'll break my heart.
Yeah.
You know, like if you like when you go through stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And every time you go through something, I'm gonna give you something positive. I'm not gonna root you on because I want you to go in the right direction and not the wrong direction.
You
because
one of the few
stuff can spiral out of control in a heartbeat.
Yep.
But you gotta have people around that's gonna tell you, hey, yo, nah, we ain't doing that today, bro.
Yeah.
They just sit on it. I could just talk to me.
Yeah.
I can sit on the phone and say absolutely nothing, but
We done did that a couple times.
You already know that,
what
bro.
I'm saying? So, yeah, he one of the few people call me all the time. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of people, but we check in with each other every now and again. You know what I'm saying? And just be like, yo, stay up, dog. Like even like, and it's always positive. I can always say that. Like it's always positive. It's never like no negativity, no situations where it's always like black man or like that video when it was like you sent me. I think when it was like black man, it was an issue. I think that's Bang up there at the door. Danny, that's Bang at the door? Yeah, I got it. All right. It's always been positive, man. With that being said, I think we're going to start the rap. So tell the people one more time about Fan It Day, what day it is, where it's at.
July 13th, 10 to 2. We'll be giving away free shoes. We'll be giving away free food. We'll deal with agility and health. No specific sport, just to get the kids going. We have things for the parents. Credit repair, real credit repair, not no BS of trying to get your money. We'll have tutorers. We'll have private schools. So we have opportunities for low income private schools where you don't have to deal with standardized testing that's gonna trap your kids. Like it's a lot, man. And
there's a lot y'all doing.
I can't wait to see everybody there. At Curtis Park. It's free, absolutely free. All I need is you to be there. Just show up. Show up and show out. It's at Curtis Park off of 19th and 24th Ave. And what city would that be? Is that like
that city of Miami? We just gonna say
Miami,
city of Miami,
but I don't. It's about Gwen Cherry.
I would say that's AP technically. Still. Yeah, that's AP, but I still Alapata, but I still say Overtown. So
y'all come on over, man. Come out and enjoy the day, man. I'm talking about. I know there's a lot of other events going on, but you don't have to pay anything. The food again. We have people that's gonna be barbecue, gonna be free. We're gonna have hamburgers, and hot dogs, chips, juices, hydration. We're gonna be giving away clothes. We're going to be giving away shoes. We're going to be giving away bands. We're going to have some special people there. Just show up and show out, man.
Why are you doing it?
Because I love everybody.
You just want to have like a family fun day for the community?
Family and neighbors and proven talent. Like I want to show our community that you don't have to be a ball player to give back. You don't have to be an artist to give back. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not waiting until I touch $1 million to throw events in my community. This is my community. I come from here.
Come on now.
Like, I live, I died, I breathe, I run. Your kids are my kids. This is my community. And the only thing I can do is force people to see that this is my community. So with that being said, I need my community to come out and just enjoy the day. This is for you guys.
Janae?
You
gave them your website and all that good
stuff? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, give them the website.
www.fanitnow.com. Okay. Social media, it's fanit_now on Instagram, fanit_now on Twitter, and FANIT on Facebook.
Correct the mundo.
Yes.
Because I'm looking at your page right now.
Janae?
Everybody, you can follow, because it's all about the blog. Follow my blog page, High Low News, which is short for Hyperlocal. It's HYLONEWS. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you want to follow my personal page, I guess, you can follow me, Janae Tate, on Facebook and Instagram, JANEYTATE. Munch, how can the people find you?
FABOLOUS. Every time she say hello, then she say HYLO. That's what NEWS. That's what I be thinking in the back of my head. You know what I'm saying? FABOL. I was like, what song is that? It's not a song. It's fucking fabulous back in the day spelling this damn name. But anyways, man, y'all already know, man. All Like Minds Media, Machiavelli Munch. That's MAKAVELLI_MUNCH. That's Munch like the Munchies. And yeah, man, you can find me Trapping Ain't Dead podcast, Trap Social 305 on Twitter. By the way, we got Trap Social coming up July 11th. It's gonna be a local media link up. We got a lot of surprises coming up, some things happening. And yeah, that's that. We're gonna wrap it. See y'all later.
Love.
Yo.
Awesome. Thank you. Good night.
Dope.